Good morning, dear students. In today's class, we will discuss one of the most important compounds of carbon, that is carbon dioxide. Molecular formula CO2, molecular weight 44. How? See, carbon 12 plus 2 atoms of oxygen 32, together 44. So this is molecular weight of carbon dioxide. One molecule of carbon dioxide weighs 44 AMU. Discovery. We start with the discovery. It was Joseph Black who first prepared carbon dioxide by method of reaction of dilute mineral acids on carbonates. The same method which he used is still used for lab preparation of carbon dioxide. It was Lavoisier who later studied the properties of carbon dioxide and said it to be acid carbonic because carbon dioxide, when dissolves in water, it forms a acetic substance on acid itself, that is H2CO3, known as carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is a weak acid and is always part of normal water, natural water, because carbon dioxide, being quite soluble, dissolves in water to make it slightly acidic due to carbonic acid H2CO3. So Lavoisier named it acid carbonic because it forms an acid after being dissolved in water. Later it was named as carbon dioxide due to its molecular formula, carbon and 2 atoms of oxygen per molecule, so dioxide. Occurrence of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is found in free state, in air and in water in dissolved form, and in lithosphere in combined form, in the form of different carbonates, bicarbonates and other compounds containing carbon. The most important carbonates in which carbon dioxide is present in combined state are limestone or marble, CaCO3, and dolomite, MgCO3.CaCO3, which is a combined compound. Means, as you know, the two molecules are joined without chemical change, MgCO3.CaCO3, known as dolomite. So these are the very important compounds of carbon dioxide from which we can obtain carbon dioxide. So it is present in free state in air, 0.03% of carbon dioxide. Very important for us because of global warming, not global warming, but for maintaining temperature of the earth, not very cold in the night when sun is not there. Though excess of carbon dioxide may not be so good for us, it causes global warming. So let us come to preparation of carbon dioxide. There are three main methods of preparation of carbon dioxide. One is very common, for which we don't really use to prepare carbon dioxide, but most of carbon dioxide present in the air is because of this only, that is because of burning of carbon and its compound. Whenever carbon burns in any form, it produces carbon dioxide, and so its compounds, which are most of fuels as well, are compounds of carbon. Most of the fuels are hydrocarbons, actually, compounds of carbon and hydrogen, whether it is diesel, petrol or kerosene or CNG, etc. So I give you one example, LPG as well. One of the carbon compound, methane, hydrocarbon. When it burns, it forms carbon dioxide along with water. Most of the fuels are having carbon and hydrogen. Some of the fuels may have oxygen as well. So whenever any fuel containing carbon burns, it forms carbon dioxide as one of the component. Other is water, along with production of lots of heat and light. Similarly, when carbon, coal, coke, etc. burn, it also produces carbon dioxide and lots of heat and light. So burning of carbon and carbon rich compounds is a method to prepare carbon dioxide, and all these reactions of burning of Cavet's compound are highly exothermic, producing heat and light, means both. Then another method of preparation of carbon dioxide is by heating of metal carbonates and bicarbonates. When we heat metal carbonate and bicarbonate, then also carbon dioxide is produced. Let's take certain examples. Copper carbonate, a carbonate of copper, metal, as we said, the second method is by heating of metal carbonates and bicarbonates. So when metal carbonates are heated, they decompose to give oxide and carbon dioxide, oxide of metal and carbon dioxide. And same about the metallic bicarbonates. When metallic bicarbonates are heated, then they decompose to give metallic carbonate and carbon dioxide and water. Two molecules of sodium bicarbonate on heating decompose to give metallic carbonate, obviously same metal carbonate, sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide and water. So one of the method of preparation of carbon dioxide is heating of metallic carbonate and bicarbonate. Metallic carbonate, you understand, carbonates of metal. Metallic bicarbonate means bicarbonates of metal. So the similar equation will be written whether it is copper carbonate or some other carbonate. Suppose magnesium carbonate, then also the formula will be the same. Magnesium oxide and carbon dioxide. So the general formula is when a metal carbonate is heated, it gives metal oxide and carbon dioxide. When a metallic bicarbonate is heated, then it gives metallic carbonate, carbon dioxide and water. Then the third method by which Joseph Black also prepared is by action of dilute acids on metallic carbonates and bicarbonates. This is the method which is used for lab preparation of carbon dioxide as well. Let's see. Calcium carbonate, a metallic carbonate, when reacts with dilute mineral acids. So we have taken different mineral acid for example because they will react in the same way. Metallic carbonate, acid like HCl or H2SO4 or acetic acid or even some other mineral acid can be taken for the reaction. Metallic carbonate react with the acid to form oxide, carbon dioxide and water. So oxide, carbon dioxide and water. So, oh yeah, I'm sorry, not oxide, salt. Salt of metal and the negative radical of the acid, CaCl2. CaCl2, calcium chloride. If suppose here it was not HCl but H2SO4, then what will be the difference? Only salt will be different. that will be calcium sulfate. If it is nitric acid, calcium nitrate. If it is carbonic acid, calcium carbonate. So, but calcium carbonate is already being used, so we won't use carbonic acid. But different acids which we use, negative radical of the acid combines with metal to form the salt, and the remaining component will form carbon dioxide and water. Same about the reaction of sodium carbonate with sulfuric acid. Now it will be sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 plus CO2 plus H2. So Na2SO4 H2CO2. This is balanced. Here it should be 2 plus 2HCl. CaCO3 plus 2HCl, CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. Similarly, metallic bicarbonates. Metallic bicarbonate as well react in the same way to form salt, water and carbon dioxide. Salt with negative radical of the acid and positive radical of the carbonate or bicarbonate. So metal is Na, but acetate is written in a different way. So we write negative radical first, acetate first, and then positive radical. So we will not write it NaCH3COO, but we will write CH3COONa. Though we call it sodium acetate only. Just like sodium sulfate, calcium chloride, it is sodium acetate. But in case of acetate, the negative radical is written first because that acetate is part of organic acid CH3COOH, acetic acid. So CH3COONa plus H2O plus CO2. Suppose we take some other bicarbonate, it will react in the same way. Suppose it is calcium bicarbonate, then it will be calcium acetate plus water plus carbon dioxide. So the general formula is that metal carbonate or bicarbonate when reacts with dilute acid then it forms salt, water and carbon dioxide. This is the method which we use in the lab preparation of carbon dioxide as well, which we are going to discuss in the next video. That's all.